Hello everyone to another Iron Order video today. So let's jump right into it. Artillery research got done, so now they can see as far as they can shoot. That's pretty good. So down here, the heavy mech is almost dead. Finally. Very good for us. It's gonna hit the light tank first. Tank's got a defensive bonus. We'll finally be able to end this after multiple days of fighting him. Very, very good for us. Now, if you look over here, Maghreb did try to flank my artillery from Biskra. He moved up a tank, but thankfully they got killed pretty fast because it's just a light tank. It's considered a soft target, and since there's only one of them, it got taken out pretty fast. Now, as you can see here, with my strategies, I'm moving my one infantry up here, take all this land. I'm moving a second one down here to take Biskra, which is very good for us. I'm moving a third one up to take Sfax. And then I'm moving commandos. Yep, that's right. The first commandos have been completed. I am moving them up here to take all this land. Since right now my intentions are to kind of split this and see if Egypt wants any of this land, through the way he moves his units or not. So I want to check on his progress right now. So it looks like he's actually building fortifications to get ready for potential war. I don't know if he went AFK, but as you can see here, he is using light tank infantry. He is very slowly pushing into Maghreb. If you look over here at his other cities, he is making more light tanks, albeit they're not upgraded. He also does have militia made. Very good for him. Very good. As long as we keep this up, we'll be fine. Now, he did get the barracks done over here to complete the infantry, and he is at war with the Kingdom of Arabia. He still has his scout mech, which, I feel good for him for that. And, yeah, he's just in general messing them up. Now, let's come back to our war, though. So, yeah, right now, I'm moving up this artillery piece, just taking out this light tank, and then I'm going to most likely move this combo. Since these buildings are damaged, you won't be able to make anything that requires these levels. I'm actually going to move this artillery down to Sfax, make sure there's no one there, so that way we'll have a very nice time, and hopefully nothing bad happens. So Tangier was damaged, or Tanger. I will be repairing that in the future, but not right now. Actually, that resources right now, if so I will. I'll begin it. Yeah. Let's get... Not that. No. I meant to do the naval yard. Let's repair that, and we can get ready to make more ships there. So right now, current research is just the commandos as I'm gaining rare resources. I have been trying to build more recruitment offices. And as you can see here, I'm making more artillery here at Bekar. At Fez, I am, in fact, making more light tanks, and at Owijda, I am making commandos. So my plan is to get a commando stack, and hopefully bring back the artillery from Maghreb, bring them down here, wipe up the remnants of the Tuareg Confederacy, then move over left and take out the Republic of Marrakesh, and then that means the entire north of Africa will be under our control, thankfully. And with that, we can then launch an attack, hopefully on the Spanish Peninsula over here, or maybe against the Italians. The Italian boot, I believe, is what it's called, but I do not know. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say for that. So, it'll take a few hours, as you can see here. This will mostly be done in the evening. Now, this will be done in a few hours. Same with the commandos. I will be happy, though, to have, I think, almost all these captured before the day change, as then I will actually be able to have the morale go up. I don't have to worry about it anymore. So over here, the building construction got done. I want to start on level 2, though, because with that, I can start making some dreadnoughts once I research them. Now, how much does it require to research a dreadnought? Let us see that. 2,750. Can I afford that? Yes, there's enough in there to actually do it, but I have to sell some of my resources here, like my oil. Some of it, at least, and some of my energy, just so I can actually make up that money for it. Now, sadly, people don't need energy as much as they need oil, depending on what they're going for. But we can solve all this and see how much rare materials we buy. The more we buy, the more likely it is that we will actually be able to afford it. So we get them that much. Nice. So that right there just surpasses one of the barriers we just had. So we keep buying this stuff. So how much I need for it again? Okay, so I need about 350 more or so. It'll be a little bit off. But I will be able to make this within an hour, so I don't want to buy enough just yet. So basically, I'll just wait an hour and begin production on that once time passes. Now, we are going through 500 food a day, 375 fuel a day, no rare resources, no energy going through a day, 755 steel a day, 725 manpower a day, and 1,225 dollars a day through our units. But this will all change as I have built more and lost one or two since the last update. But more or less, we should be able to pull out some kind of victory against Maghreb here, hopefully by the end of the day. Now this, if I weaken them enough and I hit the right spots over the last 3 days, I should be able to get a slam dunk victory on them. And by the end of this day, I will own all of Maghreb, or at least all the major cities, therefore winning this war. So, that means we're just going to be chilling. After that happens, building up our army economy, partially, because I don't do full focus on that until we take out the whole northern Africa Peninsula, because if I can do that, I can secure our waterways with dreadnoughts and submarines and guarantee we'll be fine. Now, South German Union does have more access to the water, as we can see here. He is trying to take out France, and I kind of want to, at the very least, take out the Kingdom of Granada. Like, not just for future plans, I would take out Granada, the Iberian Union, all that, because I want to control some of this, so I'll be able to hit him hard if I need to. Now let's go over to the newspaper and see the kind of casualties our enemy has taken. We're in third, our allies in second, and Hungary's in first. So if we're looking here, we can see that I have taken a little bit less casualties than he has, just like overall. Maghreb just lost their light tank, as we saw. Well, actually, that was a few hours ago. So down here, we can also see that he is at war with Egypt, sadly. And basically, he just got hit from both sides, and he couldn't handle it. Now, there's not much to talk about, but we have been expanding nice, albeit slower than I'd like to, admittedly. But now with some artillery on our side, I'm looking to upgrade that with the commandos, the ships, and I might want to look to going some more heavy firepower for artillery. So like, for example, land ships or siege mechs. And I've been thinking of also going for anti-mech guns, as those were kind of messing me up earlier, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. So once the commando research is done, I can then focus on artillery plus the ships and the tanks. It is a little bit more spread out than I'd like. Admittedly, it's, let's see, 2 infantries, 1 artillery, 1 tank, a sub, and a dreadnought. That's 6 troops. Now, that isn't too bad for some of them. Like, for example, the artillery will take a few days till the day 10. For commandos, it's like legit the best there is, because they go like half a week before they need their next research upgrade to stay up to date. Light tanks, I never give them the love they need. Same with submarines. But hopefully I can change that once the research of the dreadnought comes through. I can just start upgrading the troops I want. And hopefully I can amass a navy, as I said. And with that, hopefully win against the Spanish thing. But yeah, I do have future plans to maybe make Adrar one of the other places I make artillery at, and I'm most likely going to hit up every place with factories, power plants, and recruitment offices, because I need all these resources faster, sell off, buy, all the great stuff of this game. I also just want more manpower, because I want to use every city this time to my advantage, which, going off my manpower, I really can't do that right now, sadly. But that's just the nature of the game. You get enough resources to upkeep it, or you don't, and then eventually fall behind to someone who can. So as we can see here, this guy is about to engage in a war with my light tank in half an hour. Now that's assuming he can even make it there in that time without being one-shotted, but his damage, he's just been whittled down for like the last 2 days. As you can see here, he does like absolutely nothing now. So when he does clash with the tank to deal 1.8 damage, my tank will actually dealing 3.7 to him and hopefully kill him off immediately. Now that's with artillery support, so it'll probably take 2 to 3 hours for that actually kills him off. So I don't think there's much now to talk about, except I am laying an interceptor heal, and I do want to kind of get an airfield set up around my place so it can travel around and all that, because I do want to still preserve my interceptor, because the more you decide, the more likely a victory, and if it's just one interceptor, who knows. Now, I do want to make, potentially, a Leviathan. I don't know if I can, though, and I don't know if it's ranged or not when it's emerged. Do you have an attack range? You do. Essentially, I just want this to be in my army, and I feel like it'd be really helpful, but that's besides the point. But I have been using my theme, Mass Reduction Low Tech, to my advantage with the Commandos. Just level 2 barracks is really nice, honestly. And upkeep costing less and production taking less time is really a good saver for when you make units that take longer to build. So maybe Leviathan or maybe even Landship, because honestly I'm eyeing up that Landship because I also want a strong artillery force. So that way it'll be really hard for these guys to invade me unless they use air troops. But I think now that is all the time we have for today's daily update. I will now see you guys on the next one tomorrow. Hope you have a good one. I do have a Discord down below if you want to join and talk to me. And if you like this video, I hope you liked the video. I hope you enjoyed it thoroughly from start to end. And yeah, peace.